Okay, they just here for years, it's the Mizzle show. Always checking in, cause you know we love sports. Ayy, they just hit 100, so it's time they get some out. Ayy, yeah, just two brothers, yeah, y'all. Come tune in, they got guests, they got others, yeah, y'all. Come sit and chat, they got talks like no others, yeah, y'all. Cause it's a family up in here, we love each other, yeah, y'all. Let's see what they say tonight, yeah. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show. It's the Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show, yeah, Mizzle show, yeah, the Mizzle show.
Greetings and salutations on this open form edition as winning streaks just continue to happen and losing. Yeah. Are you trying to be like Zeus right now?
Brother, that's the Ricky Saints.
Oh. What resolution will be televised? Right now I'm watching Clippers and Pelicans. And
I have that. Damn, I have that game on too.
And the Clippers are up 91-82 with 8
Yep.
going the fourth.
How much you got?
No, same game. Yes.
No. What's the time you have?
8-10.
That's exact. Okay, so we're right on point.
They're giving me till at least Monday because I'll have my check early tomorrow.
And what you gotta pay?
$2.95 and some change.
Hello, Madre. Oh well, cause on my off days we kind of get it in a little early if we can, so we don't do the super late nights when it's my off day, and I don't have to do the husbandly duties, which is catch up on the TV shows with the wifey, which we are caught up, so we're good. So I get to do this tonight. So yes, how are you doing tonight, cousin? As it's still 91-82 in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes and 53 seconds left. I believe the Pelicans are at the free throw line. Yes, they are. And boom, he makes the first free throw. No, the Clippers are at the free throw line, excuse me. So it is now 92-82, 10-point lead. But thank you guys for joining us on this Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's wow. We're already in April. It's Wednesday. And by the way, both free throws were made. So you have 93-82 in the fourth quarter. The Pelicans have been 5 for 8 for field goals in this quarter. So we got to drive to the basket, kick out, pulls up for three. Nope, does not go in. So how's everybody doing on this this Wednesday evening? And thank you for chiming in again. A lot of things are happening in the sports world. The Giants are playing good baseball as they will be coming home after finishing a road trip, going 4-1. That's pretty spectacular. Love what they got going. The bats are coming alive. As Cuz said, man, that's good. Love that, and I'm good. Just chilling right now until it's shift. Yep. Understand. Working on that fifth one, right? Pulling it overtime. That for those that don't know, that you would have got them with that, but you're not fooling me with that. Because like I said, my sister would have been all on Facebook talking about number 5 coming. But we'll get you to the lab, cuz we'll get you going with the acting. Hey, but I like how you did it though. That was awesome. That was good. But you already know a lot of people that don't know will always pay attention to April 1st. Matter of fact, I almost got with Amari Cooper signing back with the Raiders until I didn't get no updates, nothing like that. So yeah, that's funny. That's funny. As my brother makes his way back in.
So now it's 6:28 to go in the game, and they just let him go to the basket like that. As the Clippers still have a 98-86 lead. Yeah, EJ, you use a straight up donkey for that one. Yeah.
He didn't get me though. He might have got a lot of other people. He didn't get me.
Still a funny effect though.
It was. Oh, don't get me wrong. It was funny, but I'm like, he gonna say, "I got you on cup." Like, no.
I think the Cubs like playing at Sutter Health Park.
I think a lot of teams are like playing at Sutter. And here's the thing: here's just keep losing A's, because when them ticket prices continue to go down, I'll show up. I will show up. I am nothing but 25 minutes away from that damn stadium. I'll show up.
Oh wow.
Let it be a day game when I'm off on one of the weekdays. I think so. Did they expand it? It might be.
Hold on. No,
I didn't see no alterations to the stadium.
no, it's big league. Okay, left field line 330, center field 403, right field 325.
That's big league.
Yeah,
That's big league. It just looks so small because you don't have all the added features in there, like a big ballpark, like the major league ballparks. You got more. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying because at Las Vegas ballpark, dead center field is 400 feet away, and that's a minor league stadium.
Yeah, that's big league. That's big league
Yeah,
though.
that's big. That's big league territory.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's just wow.
Look like the Clippers are gonna pull away with this one.
Yeah, it looks that way. Definitely looks that way. As a big game for the Warriors tomorrow. As I was texting Unc this morning. As he always sends me a early morning message. And then
I get the same ones.
He was talking about Wardell dropping 50. And then he was like, looks like it's gonna lock horns with him and the Lakers because obviously Uncle Bobby's a Lakers fan. By way of Mr. Elgin Baylor, Hall of Famer.
I don't give a damn. That man was born and raised in Richmond, California, and he became a Laker fan. Miss me with that. Thank goodness that his mind is right with the Raiders and Giants. But other than that, I don't know who my uncle is when it comes to basketball.
If they finish the fourth, but I just said it's going to be a big matchup on Thursday, and he was like,
"Oh, it is most definitely, most definitely."
I like the Dubs, but I love the Lake Show. Always have since I was a kid, and I get it. I mean, because people get flack on me because I'm like, well, why are you in a Dodger fan like your grandpa? I said, first off, the reason why Pops became a Dodger fan was because of one Jackie Roosevelt Robinson.
Indeed.
Okay, I can understand that. However, I was not.
My grandfather was a Dodger. My grandfather was a Dodger fan because of Jackie Robinson as well.
So I said, you understand? I was not born in Southern California. Nope. I was born in Northern California, and the very first time I saw Mr. William Nuschler Clark wearing number 22 in that orange and black.
Yes.
That's the reason why. That's the reason why I bleed orange and black. Just like when I saw that slow ass left-handed buzz cut from Brooklyn, New York, where the Warrior color is the reason why I became a Golden State Warriors fan.
Chris Mullin.
Understand?
Like, well, I was just a Giants fan just because the Giants, whatever. I've been to enough A's games, this, that, and the third. But the moment that I stepped foot in Candlestick, that was my first experience with the Giants. I was like, oh yeah, I like this. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I do like the A's when the Giants are not pulling in there, but it's Giants number one. And if you're new to this show, the reason why I'm a Raider fan is because my dad will tell you this. And Dub, you can back this up. He didn't give a damn what other teams that we liked. But when it came to football, his kids were going to be Raider fans. So it was Amy from day one. And that's the same thing with my kids. Except for one. He follows his mother's lead being a Cowboy fan. I don't know what.
You can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, don't think I didn't try though. Damn it!
I'm sure you did. Just like I'm sure his biological try with the team I root for. But he's like, nope.
Hey, he has the same feeling about your team as I do. So that's a win there.
Well, a lot of people have feelings about my fan base, and I understand why. Hell, I have some same about my fan base because some people in my fan base make us real faithfuls look bad.
Same for mine. Okay. But on top of that, my oldest boy, he is a Raider fan, but he's also a Jaguar fan, and he's been that way since he can tell you all 32 NFL teams when he was 5 years old. So Raiders and Jaguars has
when
been
he was
his
three.
Three. Thank you. Yes, yes.
Man was 3 years old naming off teams.
Yep.
Because he had this football. It was the brown and white football, had all the teams logos, and he would tell you exactly what team it is. And then there was just certain teams he would look at. He wouldn't even say nothing. He'd just look at him like, true story.
I don't know, cuz he just attracted to the Jaguars. I can't help it.
I do like their colors, though. Always have.
But he'll tell you he's an undercover Jaguar fan. Hey.
Oh. That's
What
how
we
you
got?
feel, Miami? Well, Miami has won 6 straight games after losing 10 straight, and they beat Boston in Boston tonight.
Yes, they beat Boston.
103.
And the Houston Rockets put up another 140 piece.
I think they're mad because they probably felt like they let that game against the Lakers slip away. I know Miss Jody was.
I'm pissed about that, and I wanted to tell Miss Jody they had one fucking job, and they couldn't do that.
Well, the Panthers have good colors, too. I like the Panthers color scheme. Always have. And the Washington...
Well, like I said, I can't tell you the reason why, but that he picked the Jaguars to be his second team. But I know that I took him to the Jaguar Raider game that closed out the Coliseum, and he was the happiest kid ever. That's all that mattered to me. Oh, why that's what I thought I was already following my son. Yeah.
All right. So, going back at it, the Wizards said there will be no beam lit. They beat the Kings 116 to 111.
Damn right. Fuck that beam.
Jordan Poole had 23. Kings fall to 36 and 40 on the year. Wizards are 17 and 59. Cavaliers beat the Knicks 124 to 105 to get number 51. As the Spider had 27. As EJ screams it loud and proud.
But I'll say what he can't say. Fuck that beam.
But Ananobi had 23. Cat had 25 and 13. Hart had 19. Achuiwa had 15. But it was balanced scoring by the Cavs with 27. 21 from Allen, 13 from Mobley, 17 from Garland, 16 from Hunter off the bench, and Okoro had 11 off the bench as Cavaliers get win number 61 over the Knickerbockers. Pacers beat the Hornets 119 to 105 as the Pacers get win number 45 on the year. And the Hornets need Grandmama, Muggsy Bogues, and Alonzo Mourning reincarnated, and perhaps Mr. Del Curry himself to come back and play for the Hornets. Rockets, as mentioned by Mizzle, put up 143 over the Jazz, 143 to 105. As the Rockets get win number 50 and holding on to that number 2 seed in the Western Conference. And there was some news about Dylan Brooks. When is there not really, to be honest? But he faces a 1-game ban after getting his 16th technical foul after he kicked Colin Sexton in the nuts, pulling a Draymond Green.
Oh, so okay. Oh, that makes sense.
He was channeling his inner Draymond Green Dennis Rodman and just want to kick dudes in the nuts.
While you're talking about that suspensions, what's up with your boy Ja Morant? This man did not understand, and you know what? We're just not gonna point out Ja Morant. Buddy Hield was doing the same thing too. So if they're gonna crack down on Ja Morant, even though Ja Morant has the more higher,
he has more history, but again,
more history with it. But
if you're gonna get one, get them all.
Yep. If Buddy Hield did the same thing,
And we don't
And you
care
know
if
what? I'll throw it out there. Draymond Green, the same thing too. I saw Draymond Green do it. So fair is fair.
Yeah,
If you're gonna suspend, if you're
you're
gonna
gonna
talk
get one.
about Ja,
If you're
you
going
put
to get one, get
them
them all.
all.
Doesn't
Yep.
matter if they play for our team or not. If you're gonna crack down on, if you're gonna crack on one, crack them all. Don't just.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't want to be this guy, but I'm gonna be this guy because
Be him. Be him.
again,
Okay. Be him.
I'm pretty sure Michael Jeffrey Jordan was not the only one gambling in the NBA,
Oh, of course.
but David Stern was not going to roast his goose.
You suspend Michael Jordan, the basketball will not be slightly where it is right now.
Which I understand and I get it, but
He was the golden child. That's
yes,
it.
Yes. Well, however, just like I still think Pete Rose was not the only one betting when he was managing the Reds, but he became the scapegoat.
Yep. Somebody had to eat. Somebody had to be the downfall.
Yeah. But
Sucks, but that's the way it is.
yeah, it does suck. But however, Mr. Brooks will be sitting for one game after wanting to kick someone in the family jewels, but the Rockets get the win, 143-105 of the Jazz. Um, Nuggets in a back-to-back lost at home again to the Spurs, 113-106. Harrison Barnes led the way with 20 for San Antonio. Looks like the Joker took the night off to go tend to his horses because he did not play. And why not? I mean, you do 61
after a
10,
double overtime, 61-point triple double,
yeah.
you deserve the night off. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Clippers get the win, 114-98 over the Pelicans. Just went final as Bogdanovic had 16 points for the Clips as he's being interviewed right now. But
Did you see the pass that Halliburton did the Obi Toppin?
Oh, you mean the alley oop?
Yeah.
Oh, when is that for the
Yes.
season?
But Wimby just had successful surgery.
Oh,
So
he just now got it? Wow.
yeah, just now got it. Yeah, but yeah, successful surgery. He's good. Well,
Wow.
he's not good, but he's recovering, so he should be good for next season.
And also mention Embiid finally gets surgery on his knee, so hopefully the big fella can finally get healthy like he should have been this past off season. So definitely.
You know, I have not really paid attention to my Sixers.
I know, but he did have his knee surgery today. Just
It was something to answer your question about Wemby. It was something to do with a blood clot.
Yeah.
So they went and opened up something so blood can flow.
Yeah.
But yeah, rest everybody. Matter of fact, don't even let Maxey play the rest of the season. Just let him sit. There's no point.
By the way, congratulations, Carmelo Anthony, first ballot Hall of Famer,
Yes.
going to the Naismith Basketball
Yes.
Hall of Fame. Of course, legendary career helped Syracuse win a national title to finally give Hall of Fame coach Jim Boeheim his elusive national championship. Of course, the greatest Olympic basketball scorer in Olympic history, as he is the all-time leader in that. Of course, only got to one conference final, as he helped the Nuggets get to the 08-09
that's
Western Conference
sad.
Finals before losing to the Lakers, and Kobe getting his first without Shaq after the 09 season. Of course, came to the Knicks, play with Houston, play with Portland, play with the Thunder, finished his career.
He played with the Thunder?
Yeah, he was with OKC.
Oh, I do remember. Oh, yeah, I do remember that state. Yep.
He was one season in OKC.
Yeah.
Then played parts of 5 in Houston and Portland. Actually came back to life as a Portland Trailblazer. Actually,
that's right.
He actually got his game. He actually rediscovered his game playing in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to understand, EJ. A lot of the people that you grew up with when you were younger, they're now starting to become on the ballot. Like example, in like next year, Hunter Pence will be on the Hall of Fame ballot for the first time. So I mean, there's that's where it's coming to now. A lot of the people that just recently retired are now starting to become on the ballot. So, but I mean, the thing about this is, and what people don't understand, the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame is not. It's not the NBA Hall of Fame. Let's
Mm-hmm.
understand. The NBA does not have a Hall of Fame. Like, well, actually, no, there is no NFL Hall of Fame. There is no NBA Hall of Fame. There is no MLB Hall of Fame. It's just the Hall of Fame. It's the National Baseball Hall of Fame. So, as far as actual sports leagues, no sports league has a Hall of Fame like that. So there you go. So that's the good. I mean, that's the good thing about it because I mean, people will be like, well, why did you do this and or can't get that or this, that, and the third? Hey, that goes without saying. Mavericks get the win, 120 to 118 over the Atlanta Hawks. As the Mavericks still trying to find in. I got some questions about Pablo when we get back to baseball. Save that question, cuz. Which, by the way, we thank you guys for hanging out with us on this open form edition. Not a late open form edition like it normally is. So, to our friends that are staying up on the East Coast, we appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Um, let's see.
And
Anybody
we're also
else?
running live on the other side of the ball network as well.
All right. So, just to mention, also, for those that don't know, it was arthroscopic knee surgery that Embiid had, or is set to have.
Yes.
So, just FYI. But a big win for the Mavs, 121-18. Also, we just talked about the Heat beating the Celtics 124 to 103.
Snaps that
Um,
record.
Thunder beat the Pistons 119 to 103.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. But of course, tomorrow's a big one. Warriors, Lakers in LA on TNT at 7. That should be a dandy of a ball game. And they're only giving the Lakers minus 2.5. So that's a big game for many reasons. Because right now, if the season. Okay, so right now, if we're looking at standings in the association, in the East, it's still Boston and Cleveland. Cleveland 1, Boston 2, Knicks 3, Pacers 4, Pistons 5, Bucks 6, and Orlando, Atlanta, Miami, and Chicago. Well, we do know this. Chicago will be in the playoff game because, as we mentioned, the other teams that are eliminated, they're eliminated. Raptors, Nets, Sixers, Hornets, and Wizards. So we know the Bulls will be in. So it's going to be Orlando, Atlanta, Miami, Chicago on the playing game.
Yeah, yeah.
It just depends on where they finish. So basically, 7 through 10 is set. Basically, the whole Eastern Conference is set with the exception of the 2-7 matchup, the 1-8 matchup. We know the 3-6. We know the 4-5. EIEIO. Okay. Now, in the West, first two seeds we know, OKC, Rockets, they're in the playoffs. They've eventually clinched playoff spots in the West. Currently, right now, Lakers are the 3 seed. Right now,
Whoa, they moved up because they were the four. The four.
Denver has one more win than the Lakers, but the Lakers have one less loss.
So now Denver's the four.
Denver's the 4, Warriors are the 5, and ladies and gentlemen, joining us off of his Botch Initiative show that you can catch on Dropos
Which was
TV
tremendous. I watched it.
every Wednesday on Dropos TV at 7 p.m. Our
Our good
fellow
brother.
family member, and brethren, and hello, Corporal, how are you? The one, the only, you know him, you love him.
The bad guy.
The bad guy, Mr. Josh Praneda.
And
Greetings, my good sir, how are you?
And the lips are getting numb.
Shit. Getting?
Oh, so you're there.
Yes.
They were there halfway through the show.
But yes, Mizzle, to answer your question, yes, the Lakers are currently the 3 seed, Denver's the 4 seed, Warriors currently in the 5, Memphis.
That's all right.
6.
They'll continue to move up.
Well, they do have a chance to move up in the standings. Right now in the 7 through 10, it's the Wolves, Clippers, Mavericks, and the Kings. Phoenix still has an outside chance looking in at that last seed at Sacramento. But also, as mentioned earlier today, The great Ovechkin.
3
Three
away.
goals away from tying the great one.
He's gonna do it.
as
He's
he
gonna do
gets
it.
892. And oddly enough, that was the only goal the Capitals scored because the Hurricanes beat them 5-1. So
That's okay, but he's
How
gonna do it.
many times have we talked about that record being untouchable?
a lot.
A few times before it got to
lot.
right here.
Because I mean, and as we say
There's
that,
the-
here comes
There's
living
living
room.
room. Yeah. 3 away,
Talk about
baby.
3 away. But I
He's
mean,
gonna get it. He's gonna fucking get it, man.
well,
Oh,
look
yeah.
at it this way, because as we were younger, and in JP's case when he was in diapers, pretty much, I mean, the talk about that they thought that Gordie Howe's record would never be broken, and
Yeah.
Gretzky came and did it. And now we thought, Gretzky put it away, and plus, here comes Ovechkin. But I think the great thing about Ovechkin's is that he has done it under one color, and he's done it under one uniform, and he has been the DMV, the nation's capital. He's been DC's pride and joy. He's about Alexander Ovechkin. The last 25 to 30 years has probably been about the only great thing you can cheer about in Washington D.C. other than the Walgreens winning the World Series in 2019.
The Walgreens, so disrespectful.
If you look at their W, tell me that's not the Walgreens W.
Oh, you so disrespectful.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
Oh, you so
But outside of that, there
yeah.
really hasn't
Duck
been
came
much
for
to
blood today.
there really hasn't been much to cheer about in DC sports other than Alexander Ovechkin.
Yeah, he came into with violence.
because unfortunately Steven Strasburg, his career was too short. He was a phenom. Obviously, Bryce Harper took his ball and said, "Screw you." Juan Soto helped him win a World Series, then said, "Screw it, I'm going to San Diego." Then going to New York.
Weren't the goal nets bigger back then too?
No, I think they were smaller.
I think they were smaller.
They were
Oh,
smaller.
they were smaller
I
back then.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were smaller.
Well,
I
shit,
think
then.
I think hockey figured out like it needs to be widened a little bit for scoring.
Yeah, but then they got, like you just said, you can widen the nets, but the padding got bigger, so it just kind of.
Well, look at it this way. If you go back to how the look of the ice is back then as appeared to now, like even the ice rinks look bigger.
Well, I'll say this: the damn near goals used to be as damn near as small as lacrosse.
See, then when you kind of make, and getting a little bit of the bad guy moniker here, when you kind of look at it, it kind of makes what Gretzky did that much more impressive. No,
No, 100%,
Yeah.
100%.
and not at all am I taking anything away, from Washington's Great White Hope, like with Alexander.
He's doing it for Mother Russia.
Yeah, I've never, because he's been one of those players that he's consistently been good every single year.
Yeah.
I have yet to see a time where Ovechkin has had some sort of a slump, or I mean, now to be honest, I don't pay attention to hockey all that much,
Okay.
but at least what Ovechkin doing, I'm looking at it going, fuck, we've been talking about it forever about records that go throughout time as being called quote unquote untouchable. The career goals scored. See, that's where we're at right now. That was one of them that was like, yeah, that's like the equivalent to Jerry Rice's receiving records.
Okay, so since 1985, NHL goal nets have been 6 feet wide by 4 feet tall. In the 2013-24 season, the NHL implemented shallower nets, reducing the depth by 4 inches and the width by 4 inches on each side below the goal line. The change was intended to increase the space behind the goal, which was increased from 7'4" to 7'8".
God damn, they're that big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mean, when even watching the Mighty Duck movies, the goals were hecka small. But how be ever. Um, Still, Ovechkin 3 away from breaking a record, which we thought would never be broken. Even though I will,
Spectacular, man. Spectacular.
yeah,
Good
even
for
though
him.
I will say this, if it does happen, and how many? Well, first off, let me see how many he's away from before I go jumping off. The
Even
deep end.
if he somehow, some way doesn't get it this year, he's going to come back and at least come back and do it next year.
Oh, he's
Oh,
good.
he'll get it because he still
He'll-
has. He still has. Hold on, as I'm counting out. He still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 7 games left in the season.
He's getting it. He's getting it. He can get a hat. He can get a hat trick at any moment.
You can chalk it up right now.
Yeah, you might as well just it's happening.
Next game for those that are on the watch. Next game will be against the Chicago Blackhawks on Friday in DC. That game will air on NHL Network.
He can get 2 against the Blackhawks.
Then the next game will be against the Islanders in Long Island. That game will be on TNT bright and early at 9:30 in the morning on True.
If he's going to do it, I feel like it would only be right if he does it at home.
Well, he has 1, 2, 3 home games left. So
3 out of the 7.
yes, so home game is at the.
It might be on the road. It might be on the road.
It might be on the road, but he might make sure that it's at home. Like it's one of those where like he could, you know what? Hey, when we get to our last game at home, just hold off until we get there, and then I can go ahead and put 2 in the net, get the celebration with all the fans, and we can all go home happy.
Now, this is going to turn into a Barry Bonds story.
Yeah.
But when Barry was chasing Hank Aaron, yes, when at the end when they said give it to Will, yes, give the ball to Will, yes, that I know exactly where you're going, living room, yes.
Yep.
Give the puck to Ovechkin, we know, but
Yep.
no, Barry Bonds said, if I wanted to break the record on the road, I could have. I chose to do it at home because I knew I was going to do it at home. See, special players.
Piss missiles everywhere else, but
it means so special to do it at home.
Yeah.
It's much better.
But
the feeling is much better.
Well, for us Warrior fans, the most of out of the 2 out of 3 before was it on the road, or all 3 was on the road?
3 of the 4 that the Warriors have won, only one time they got to celebrate in front of the home fans.
That was the one with KD.
That was the first one with KD.
Yeah,
but the 3 of the previous 4 was all celebrated in the locker room of Cleveland, Ohio, and of course,
where the champagne smell is still in that guest locker room.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, and this is really like bad guy dickhead.
Well, you are
when you do it on the road,
it's more sweeter.
And celebrate in front of the visiting fans.
No.
It's more sweeter.
Yes.
It's more sweeter.
You think of it like this, okay?
It's more sweeter.
When Steph was doing this on the hollow parquet floor.
That was sweet.
Okay.
King, ring me.
Only the 85 Lakers have that same distinction of celebrating on the parquet floor and making Boston have to hear the other team celebrate in their house winning a championship. Because normally...
That one is sweet, though.
Normally, because you normally didn't win clinching on Boston's floor in the playoff.
Yeah, when you can do it at the Garden,
that makes it more that makes it a little more sweeter. And I don't mind that role when you do it at like if you win at the Garden. You know what I'm saying? You win at the Garden, that's historical.
I mean, you look at
historical.
Yeah, you look at the 2003 Florida Marlins, the Josh Beckett, Juan Pierre, Dontre Willis, Florida Marlins.
Yes,
and they clinched it at Old Yankee Stadium before they tore it down.
That's huge.
Wasn't That was when Miguel Cabrera was skinny.
That was his rookie
Yeah.
season. Yes. Yes. Skinny Miggy in 2003. And,
Skinny
and the
Miggy,
and the
yes.
Hall of Famer Pudge Rodriguez helped.
I
him out.
remember that too, because when they won, I was like, "Oh, Miguel Cabrera, like he's a damn good player." And then the next few years, I saw him. I'm like, "Wait, goddamn, he gained about 150 pounds. Look at him."
And still
And you
was
saw
hitting
what happened
320
when he came.
and still looking for the slider that Sergio Romo did not throw. Instead, he's looking at the fastball. That was like 79 miles per hour and just took it. Like wait a minute, you throw a slider. I'm looking for the slider. Too late. We're pouring champagne in your clubhouse.
Yeah. It's sweet to win it on the road, but I mean, it's when you do it at home, it's more of like the celebration with the fans.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's like an atmosphere to it.
Yeah.
When you're doing it on the road, I mean, yeah, it's good to be able to talk shit to the fans because you hear nothing but silence.
Mhm.
Yes.
You may hear like sprinkles of your fans and stuff like that here and there, but when you hear the silence because you did it at somebody else's house, it's kind of like
It doesn't get better. It doesn't.
feels good. Definitely feels good.
It's
But the
almost-
atmospheres are
It's almost like that feeling when Shawn Michaels was walking down the aisle and they were throwing and the beer hit him and he hit the exactly.
hit it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Montreal screw job. But I mean that's the art of being a professional.
Oh, 100%. But I would just say more of the feeling
Yeah.
of that. That's,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Now-
Shawn
now, Jay-
Michaels was let's be real, he was not very professional.
No, he was not the easiest to work with back then.
Oh.
Which is why it took 9 people.
What is it?
Yeah,
happened?
like that too. Yeah. You're not wrong, Zelly. I was there. I was
Oh,
there.
that like going to Ashbury? Hey,
Yeah, I was there.
perfect.
I was there. Now
That's my brother, y'all. That's my youngin right there, man.
yeah, he just sent me videos of him doing.
Did you?
The dead squats, but then
Hey, I'm not gonna say he ready. He Reggie.
no, I had to troll him because I said, "Why does it look like that's a young ass Matt Ryan being your spotter?" What the hell? And he couldn't help but to laugh. But JP, now that we got you in here, because I really want to get your expertise because we kind of talked about this last night, as the No Fun League is at it again with this damn overtime rule. So, ladies and gentlemen, as he takes a sip, understand this particular segment might contain a lot of
Passion.
yes.
Yes.
Wait, what did they do with the overtime rule? This is new news to me.
Everybody possesses the ball in overtime. No matter how this if the other team goes and gets a touchdown, the other team still gets a possession.
So it's college rules.
Yes.
Pretty much, but we're not lining up at the 25-yard line. Now and
it's 10 minutes.
And now just to add more fuel to the fire, touchbacks will now be given the ball at the
35-yard line.
So now 65 yards for a possible touchdown drive as opposed to 75 when they had it at the 25-yard line.
I like it when it was at the 20. Make them go 80.
Make them go 80.
Make them go 80.
Ladies and gentlemen, this particular segment from Josh Burnett will contain a lot of. So be prepared.
This is that type of shit to where when people talk about like new age guys, they're more athletic than that. Yeah, they make the whole game fucking easier for y'all. They make the whole the tush push thing too. I was like, y'all pussy.
That's pissing me off.
I was like, what?
Stop it.
I was like, instead of bitching, why don't y'all do it?
Find a way to stop it, or find a way to stop it.
It's like nobody's preventing any other team from doing the tush push either. Like nobody is preventing anybody else from doing it. Yet everybody wants to bitch, but nobody wants to at least try it themselves.
Find a way to stop it. That's where I'm at.
And that too. Find a way to stop it. We're smart enough.
The Wildcat, when it came out, couldn't nobody stop it. But guess what? They found a way to stop it.
Figured it out.
Tush push. Find a way to stop it.
Yeah. So, but like the overtime rules, it's like They went from sudden death
Mm-hmm.
to, all right, first possession, if they score a touchdown, it's over. But if they get 3, the other team gets a chance. That, I was like, okay, that one I can live with. That one's not bad because ending the game, because most teams, especially when it was sudden death, they would just get down close enough, they'd kick the field goal, time to go home.
Yep.
And that type of, I'm like, no, score a fucking touchdown. Like, actually, like, put 6 on the board. So when they put, like, 3 points, if you get 3, then you move on, then you got to stop it. You know, the whole, that I was cool with.
Yes.
But now, even if we get a touchdown, now it's going to be back and forth. So what? Have they changed the rules now to where there's no ties?
No.
Because that's what you're just going to see 10 minutes.
Additional 10 minutes to end the game.
Of an overtime, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, you're going to see higher scoring games if it even gets to the overtime spot to begin with. But that is just, what are we doing?
Asinine.
Why are we fucking with shit that shouldn't be fucked with? Putting the touchback on the 35. Why? You already changed the kickoff rules. You already changed everything the way it was. You know, it's like, what? For what? What do we do? Like, we're trying to make the game easier now?
Pretty much.
That's why I say that the new generation ain't got shit on the older generation. None. This whole thing is because we want to coddle to the players. Fuck y'all. This is supposed to be the toughest this is supposed to be the toughest league in all of sports. We supposedly pride ourselves like, oh, only the strong survive. There have been a lot of basketball players made because of football. Not anymore. They're just as soft now. They've been changing the rules every fucking year to coddle to these goddamn players. I understand, like, player safety, you know, with the equipment, all that other kind of stuff, certain tackling drills, banning hip drop. I mean, I've been an advocate of banning the hip drop tackle. Like, don't even get me started on the hip drop tackle.
That's a good point, Zelly.
That is a very good point.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your ball on the 35. The 35? You gave an extra 15?
That's crazy work.
You're taking away like what that does, and I know not a lot of people. This is a very minute thing that I kind of looked at. When you do that, you take away an opportunity for greatness. You take away an opportunity to be able to prove, like a quarterback or another team, to be able to prove that, all right, we can march at 80. Because marching it from the 35 is, again, a hell of a lot easier than the 20.
Oh yeah.
And at that point, if you're putting it at the 35, there's no incentive for a return. None. Because the average returner doesn't even get to the 35. So if the ball goes out of the end zone, into the end zone, whatever, next thing you know on the kickoff, they're really going to go into college and fucking fair catches within the 5 fucking yard line are being counted as goddamn touchbacks. I'm sorry, whoever made up that rule needs to be put in fucking jail and taken out back and Old Yeller style. That shit, the fair catch outside of the end zone being treated like a fucking touchback. Oh my God. At that point, just go play touch. Just go play touch football. Because at this point, you're taking the toughness out of it. You're basically penalizing defenses. And once again, you're coddling the offenses.
Yep. Yeah.
Like that's just we want to see higher scoring games. Do you want to see high? Bro.
That's all what it is.
But here's the thing. True football fans don't give a fuck if it's a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a low-scoring game, a good defensive battle, I like watching that shit. When you see two defenses being able to shut shit down like that, hey, that's proving toughness. That's proving that your defense is worth the shit. The whole term defense wins championships doesn't matter anymore.
Yep.
All you need now is a high-powered offense and maybe an average defense.
Like the
To whereas before you needed at minimum a top 5 defense in order to win it all.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like we're literally doing everything in our power to take it out away from the defenses. And the credit to defenses, every single year they're just getting better and better and better. They're adjusting. Y'all give that to them, and they're gonna adjust to all of this. But again, you're constantly putting defenses in a spot that they can hardly win. You know, with all the PI penalties, you can't fucking sneeze on a goddamn receiver anymore. You know, it's almost like the equivalent in the NBA taking away hand checking. You're taking away the defense. That's why you see all these players. Oh, top player in the world. Yeah, but Luka can't play fucking defense worth a dick. LeBron, hey, LaFlop, you couldn't play defense either. I've yet to see you block a shot where you're not chasing from behind. But you're the GOAT, right? Okay.
Let's go.
There's a reason why you've never won a fucking defensive player of the year, punk ass. It's because you're soft. That's why.
Oh.
They've taken defense completely out of the fucking game. Absolutely. LeBron, I'm sorry. This is why LeBron will never be my greatest of all time. The dude does nothing but bitch and whine when shit doesn't go his way, and he has made the art of the flop a fucking highlight.
Brought to you by the Vlade Divac School of Flopping.
Yeah, there it is. Let's say Vlade Divac.
Like, he rarely plays defense. Look at that game where they played Chicago, where Chicago got that 9 points within the 10 seconds. Where was LeBron on defense? Fucking nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found, yep.
And then that lazy-ass inbound pass, too.
Why are we not talking more about that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would never catch Michael doing some dumb shit like that.
Nope.
You would never catch Kobe doing some dumb shit like that. Like, that's the whole thing. It's like LeBron, like, they wanted to, he changed the game. Yeah, but not for the better. He hasn't done it for the better, like, at all.
Well, he showed you how to bounce between teams going to championship.
The emphasizer of the super team.
Yep.
I can't do it all by myself. I can't do it with just one guy, so I got to go somewhere else. And Steph still shut him the fuck up. Everyone's because I've always made that you're the one who got it. I was wondering. I was looking at that going, I don't know who this is who got that shirt. Appreciate you. Appreciate that support. Thank you.
That guy has support. There it is.
Hell yeah.
See it. You see it right here.
I'm the bad guy, but I'm really the good guy because I'm just talking facts. That's all I'm saying. But
somebody has to be the bad guy.
Somebody has to. Somebody has to tell the truth of these soft ass fragile egos. But it's at a point right now, especially like football, especially. That's where it pisses me off the most because I mean I'm from Texas. That shit's religion. You don't fuck with that. You go to church and the pastor's talking about the high school game that just happened on Friday. Like it's that type of atmosphere out there. So when you're doing shit to fuck with the game when it doesn't need to be. There doesn't need to be all of this soft shit going around. banning the tush push, man the fuck up and either defend it or do it yourself.
Exactly.
Figure out a way to stop it or do it yourself.
Yep.
Or always talking about, oh, it's a copycat league. Well, it ain't in this case. Why not? You see how successful it is, and yet nobody else is doing it. Look how quickly everybody in the MLB got those fucking torpedo bats. Everybody's ordering those fucking torpedo bats now. Why? Because the Yankees got away with it. Those motherfuckers should be illegal. I'm not going to lie to you. They should be illegal. Yeah, technically they're legal, but that's...
And Aaron Judge will still strike out in October when it matters the most.
Hey. Yeah, I forgot who said it. Oh, I think it was Kruk. Went on the air and said, you still got to hit the ball. It doesn't matter how. It doesn't matter where you put the barrel. You still got to fucking hit it. You know, if you can't do that, it doesn't matter. You know, so
and I go back to the whole 2017 Houston Astros. You can bang on a trash bag all you freaking want to. Again, I can know it, and I've said this many a times.
I'm sorry, the Astros are still cheaters. I'm not gonna lie.
Who doesn't cheat in baseball? Who's not trying to bench?
Who's not cheating?
I'm not saying like nobody else is trying or whatever. I'm still gonna call it out. If you're cheating, you cheat.
I fair enough, fair point. But here's my point: you can bang on a trash can all you want to. I can know what pitch is coming. I can know the quarter release, arm angle. Still doesn't matter. I still need to barrel the bat in between right here. This is where I need to barrel the bat to the ball to make good contact. Right here.
But here's the thing though, and I agree with you, but there's a little bit of pushback that I gotta give on that. Because in the game of baseball, and I've always actually said this, the game of baseball is probably the easiest sport to play because anybody, any size, can play the game. All you need to have is hand-eye coordination.
But yet, when you get baseball,
and when you get to the MLB, every single player in the league has elite hand-eye coordination. So when you know what's coming, all of these players know how to adjust the right way to be able to put the bat on the ball. When you know what's coming, it makes things a hell of a... Yes, you still got to put bat on ball. I get it. But it's a hell of a lot easier when you know what's fucking coming.
But even with them knowing what's coming, they still struck out a lot in that series.
Yeah, but they still fucking won it, is the whole thing.
Hey. Anytime I get to throw a shit on the Dodgers, I will fucking do it, okay?
Yeah, that's also true. Anytime I can shit on LA, we are right with that.
Oh,
no. But like all these...
Well, AJ's got a pretty good young nucleus in Detroit that he's working on living room, so I think AJ's okay.
It is downright again, and I'm when it comes to sports, I'd like to think myself kind of a purist. Like the rules are the rules, play within the rules. I understand people try to look for advantages and everything like that, but as long as it's within the rules, I got no problem with it. When you get to the point where you're cheating, and the whole thing, like, if you're not cheating, you're not trying to win. Nah, fuck you. You're teaching the kids the wrong thing.
Zelly, stop it.
Damn, do I need to have a buzz every time I go on the show for people to like me? Like, goddamn. That's messed up. Y'all are gonna make me become an alcoholic. That's fucked up.
No.
We don't need that.
Don't do no Dylan McKay stuff. Yes, I just made a Dylan McKay reference on this show. Don't.
We don't need that. But yeah, no. It's just trying to find advantages within the rules is fine. Once you start going out of that, and you see these little league coaches and stuff like that trying to teach these kids like bullshit bush league stuff. in any sport, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever it may be. Like, that's that bullshit. Is like, you're really teaching kids how to do that? Like, you're teaching kids that it's okay to be a cheat. All because and most of those coaches are the ones that never made it when they were in high school. They peaked in middle school. Those are the worst ones. Like, everyone talks about the ones who peaked in high school. The ones who peaked in middle school are the one motherfuckers who take little league ball way too goddamn serious, and when they win a championship, going off around ring me, like they were the motherfuckers on the field. You were coaching 12-year-olds, bro. It ain't that serious. It really ain't that serious.
But
And the fact that you got kids out here doing dumb shit and you think it's cool, like, nah. Like, that tells me everything I need to know about you as a coach. And I know for a fact I'm never going to I don't give a fuck if my kid is on a team that's going 0-10. As long as they are learning the fundamentals and everything that they need to learn the right way, and it's making them better so that when they get to the next level that they're good, I'm cool with that. I would rather my kid get all of the teachings and everything that they need over bringing home a fucking little league trophy that they're never going to remember when they get older.
Well, luckily I remember all mines because I had some very good coaches.
And that's the thing. The ones you remember are the ones that actually meant something. Like, they gave a damn. The coaches were actually there to teach you the right way. The other ones are just kind of like, all right.
Oh, not to. Well, here's the thing. Here's how I knew that we learned because, again, now when I played baseball, the one thing that coach always made us do, we mess up a ground ball, we miss a fly ball, that's a lap, and and understand, if you didn't want to run laps, Dad come catch the damn ball.
Yeah,
that's just what it was.
That's like Coach Boone and Remember the Titans. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts, and then you will run a mile. Like, that's how it works. That's how it's supposed to be done. You know, but Quentin's mind teaches baseball in British Columbia, teaching kids. He got kicked out of the game for pine tar. See, that's that type of shit. Everyone is doing it. That doesn't make it right. Who was that? Big guy?
We're putting pine tar on metal bats in little league, or in Babe Ruth, or well, I don't know what's called now. Well, in my day, it was called, after little league, you went to Babe Ruth, and obviously from Babe Ruth High School. So I don't know what the stages are now.
Yeah, that's that type of shit to where, for a kid's game, you're going to that level. And the excuse of everybody's doing it is just, no, I don't care if everybody's doing it. Then everybody's wrong, and everybody should be kicked out of the league if that's what they're doing.
And Ric Flair chopped.
Yes.
About John Morant and the finger pointing.
When is he going to learn?
He's not.
He's
I'll
not.
tell you right now. He's not.
You already been dinged for actually waving a fucking gun on social media. Now you're going to be on the court throwing fake pistols. Like, bro. And that some of the celebrations, I know some people are like, oh, let the kids have fun. I'm sorry. When I'm seeing an 11-year-old score a touchdown, and the first celebration he does is get on his ass and do this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're fucking gone, bruh.
Yeah.
Your whole I don't give a shit. The coach is gone. You're going to get flagged. The kid is gone. I don't care where you grew up with. That's not cool.
No.
None of that is cool. It's disrespectful.
Definitely to the game.
So it's like, what are you teaching the kids? Nothing. Obviously, you're teaching them to be an entitled dick.
Because all they care about is winning.
You know,
Well,
so it's
the
just
great Elton John wrote a song
Elton
called
John.
"The Measure of a Man,"
Ooh,
which
good
happened to be
song.
the end credit song to the movie Rocky Five.
Hmm.
But there's a particular verse in the song to where he says, "This is where you've always been. You have to lose before you can win. Rise above your troubles if you can."
Hmm.
Okay, sometimes you have to go through the period of losing to understand and appreciate winning when you do start to win.
Oh, I've been there.
Okay?
that's why you teach losing is not losing; it's a lesson.
Yes, which is why I go back to the great legendary George Foreman, who we just lost recently. Um, the loss to Muhammad Ali in
Oh, you went
Zaire,
there.
Africa in 1974 in the Rumble in the Jungle paved his way to get back what he eventually got back 20 years later, which became the oldest heavyweight champion of the world when he knocked out Michael Moore in November of 1994. But it took his loss to Ali and then to take those 10 years off to become a minister and have all of his sons named George for him to come back and even have a daughter named Georgette. But it took that loss to
It
Ali.
wasn't Georgetta.
Georgette. It had a Georgia, and that's the only daughter that had. Mr. Franklin,
Yeah.
how are you, sir? Thank you for staying up with us.
The greatest referee in the game.
Oh my god! I can't. I just know. And Will, I'm going to tease it just a little bit. Y'all are going to be laughing your asses off when you see him on Sunday. I'm just letting you know that now.
Uh-oh.
That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say about it. When you see Will Franklin this Sunday, make sure you get your cameras out because we're about to see a show. That shit is, oh my God.
Oh boy. Oh,
He's
boy.
definitely taking referee into a whole nother level.
Okay,
this Sunday.
now, Will, I do have to ask you a question since you're on here and you are a diehard Steeler fan.
Oh, I'm
Do
sorry.
you do Will, do you want Aaron Rodgers to be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers? And you
That's a
can
valid
give us
question.
your honest take.
The correct answer is no.
Uh-oh.
The correct answer is hell no, actually.
Looks like somebody uh-oh, that's not good. Looks like somebody's about to get some sweet chin music. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
I didn't say what was happening. Just keep your eyes on Will Franklin. That's all I'm saying.
But yes, Will,
That could mean any other thing.
if you can answer that question about Aaron Rodgers, because I know you bleed black and yellow and wave the terrible towel. So just let me know how you feel about Rodgers perhaps becoming the newest quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let us know in the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us on this open forum 324th edition of the Mizzle and Dub show, and we are joined by our fellow brethren and family member of the All Pro Jaffos, the bad guy Josh Perneda. And well, you know what? You will take a 5-1 6-game road trip all day, every day, and the Gigantes de San Francisco very well on the road, completing the 3-game sweep in Houston, being the Astros 6-3. And damn it, Wilmer Flores keeps finding the fountain of youth. And
Stay
Mr.
healthy.
Franklin responds, "I'll take him, then use some draft capital to move up and draft his replacement." Well, makes sense. Makes a whole lot of sense, as Mr. Perneda shakes his head.
Wrong answer.
But no, Landon Roop gets the
Because what you're gonna find his replacement, and I'm seeing Pittsburgh Steelers fans go, oh, he's gonna learn under Rodgers. What makes you think Rodgers is gonna want to fucking teach him shit?
Ooh.
What makes you think Rodgers is gonna actually take that rookie under his wing?
Lord.
Most he's gonna do is take him to a fucking darkness retreat and get him on a fucking ayahuasca.
Damn.
That's the most he's gonna fucking do. He ain't gonna teach him nothing. Aaron Rodgers still thinks he's that guy. The dude needs to retire. He's done. He's washed.
But a lot of organizations don't think that way.
Well, a lot of those organizations are losing organizations.
100%.
Anybody who's looking at getting Aaron Rodgers on their team are losing organizations, and that's including the fucking 49ers if they pull that trigger.
No.
Because I'm seeing some people going, oh, they should trade Brock Purdy for all this draft capital and get Aaron Rodgers. No, that's the dumbest fucking thing you can do. That's the absolute dumbest fucking thing you can do because you're only bringing in a cancer.
Kyle B. Rabbit got his wish. He got the boy he wanted all along, which they should have just drafted 4 years ago instead of trading all those damn picks that give Trey Lance not a fair shot.
What other options are there to even sniff the play? Hey, anybody. Again, you're getting a bridge quarterback. Get your young guy. And fuck, they're probably going to go 500 again this year. They may go 9-8. You guys have had decent quarterbacks, right? Even when you had Big Ben, it wasn't going anywhere. So it's like with Aaron Rodgers, like the whole thing. Oh, he's been working out with DK, and so again, you want a cancer on your team? You're going to have the Crash Out brothers and Aaron Rodgers on your team? That's a recipe for disaster. You're looking for your rookie quarterback to be your future anyway. That's why I say anybody can be. Because, again, if the Pittsburgh Steelers have any expectation that they're going to go far in the playoffs, you probably should get Aaron Rodgers because y'all are on that same ayahuasca shit.
Living room, are you talking about the Nathan Rourke that was formerly of the BC Lions? That Nathan Rourke?
Oh.
Fuck it. Again, you're getting a bridge quarterback anyway. If you're going to draft your quarterback of the future, whoever you get right now is your bridge guy. It's not your permanent solution. And again, you're not going to go deep in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Get that. Pittsburgh Steelers fans got to get that into their head right now. They are in no room or in no position to start talking about, oh, we're going to go to the Super Bowl if we get one good quarterback. Fuck no.
No.
Hell fucking no. You won't even sniff it. You'll barely sniff the playoffs.
The same when they had Russell Wilson.
Everyone said, oh, we got Russell Wilson. We got Mr. Unlimited. We got the corny ass dude himself.
Nah.
And Justin Fields played better than he did. What does that say?
But he went to purgatory. That is the East Rutherford Jets.
Manage a way to sneak it. Yeah, but that's as far as you go. You could sneak in one way or another all you fucking want to. You're not holding up the Lombardi.
No.
And then on top of that, when you sneak into the playoffs, you just fucked up your draft position.
That's who they're...
Jackson Dart could be a good one.
Yeah.
No. Come on. All you can ask for is a shot. Come on. That's the wrong mentality.
Well,
that's a terrible mentality to have, especially for an organization like the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a shit mentality to have.
Well, here's what I do know, folks. I cannot wait for the family collaboration NFL draft show coming up later on.
Oh, God.
I need those shirts by then.
Which,
my God, we're gonna draft a fucking defensive lineman at number 11. Watch,
kicker.
Don't you play with me, Mizzle. Don't you play with me like that.
Hey, I've been spot on whatever I said that you guys have done in the past couple of years.
Don't you wish that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Hell no. I'll take a D lineman before I take a fucking kicker in the first round.
Well, don't you want to get rid of the kicker you got now?
You goddamn right I want to get rid of goddamn fucking booty cheeks.
So I can see you guys going special teams in the first round.
First round. We're not the Raiders, bro. We don't draft kickers in the first round.
All right, every
That strike a nerve. That strike a nerve. That strike a nerve.
No, you did not, because Sebastian Janikowski is going to the Hall of Fame.
That's cute. You win any Super Bowls with him?
Did you?
No.
Oh,
What?
Well, at least mine. Wait, hold on. You want to get rid of your kicker?
Yes.
I did not want to. That's a big
Right.
difference.
Yeah, but again, what did y'all do?
Well, nothing. But the Raider fans didn't want to get rid of him, like Niner fans want to get rid of Mooney.
Yeah, because he's going to be a detriment. When you get to the whole fucking clutch situation, kicks, he's ass. So you go get it again. Robbie Gould would never. Phil Dawson would never. That's what I'm saying. Like when you have right? Yeah, they're golden. That's cool. But what did they do? Did they win you Super Bowls?
Ray Guy did.
Was Ray Guy the reason why they won a Super Bowl?
Well, they're the reason why they got the first touchdown in Super Bowl 18 with his punt.
See, now y'all trying to just piss me off.
You asked the question and he answered. Don't get mad at me because the question wasn't the answer wasn't the way you wanted to go.
You're never gonna win Super Bowls and stuff. Like Ray Guy was one of those anomalies. Wasn't he the first kicker ever put into the Hall of Fame?
No,
No.
I believe Jan Stinner
First
was.
punter.
First
No, first
punter.
punter,
Okay.
yes.
First punter.
First something.
But no, Jan Stinnerud, to my knowledge, was the first kicker.
It's that mentality I'm talking about. There's a reason why you haven't won nothing since the 70s. I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, excuse me. We won a Super Bowl in the 80s. Stop it.
Early 80s.
83, the year I was born. Stop
83?
it.
Was it 83? Your third Super Bowl was 83?
It was literally one day after his birthday in '84, January the 22nd.
83. I was not born in 84.
No, I said, listen to what I said. I said you were literally one day.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, you're right.
But January the 22nd was also a great day for the Niners because they won a Super Bowl on that date.
Who gives a shit?
See, now we're getting salty. Now we're getting salty. All right. I see where it's at.
Well, definitely if we're talking about a certain team that I don't give two shits about. Where we can talk about the punters and all the stuff like that, but I don't need no Super Bowl shit.
All right, so going down the scores on the diamond, Giants sweep the Astros 3-1 as the Giants come back home with a 5-1 record as they open up home on Friday against the Mariners. Diamondbacks taking it to the Yankees, winning again in the Bronx 7-5. Cubs.
How many home runs did the Yankees hit?
Today they hit at least one. But the Diamondbacks hit more. But Diamondbacks get the win 4-3.
Torpedo bats didn't help them today.
The Cubs like playing at Sutter Health.
Excuse me, sir. I'm gonna need you to speak into your microphone. Thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, what you're doing now, I'm gonna need that more continuously.
You know what?
I don't know what, but you can tell me on the live stream.
You
But
know
I need
what?
you to speak into your microphone.
Cubs like playing in Sutter Health Park as they put up 10 against the A's,
Go.
winning 10-2 as they complete the sweep in West Sacramento.
And like I said when I was picking up my rental car today, because my car's in the fucking shop again. The lady was a Dodger fan, and I was like, as long as the A's continue to lose, I can go catch a day game because the tickets are going to be affordable because nobody's going to want to go.
They were affordable when they were in Oakland. Still nobody was going.
Well, I kind of looked for the 4th of July game against our beloved Giants. Wasn't affordable. So I need to
overpriced the fuck out of those ones, didn't they?
Well, because number one, and here's the thing that cracks me up. They're playing in a Giant affiliate minor league baseball, and they're overcharging. What are you doing?
That was one of the things when the A's came to Sacramento. I'm like, you put them in a city where most of the people here in Sacramento, if you ask them who their favorite team is, it's the Giants.
And we'll help them sell out that stadium, especially for the 4th of July. I'm not going to be there because the ticket, unless they continue to lose. But the Giants fans will help you.
Wait, how much are they charging?
I think when I checked, Dub, what did I tell you when we looked? Was it like 2 to 3?
No, you said you need okay. If it was just you, the kids, and the wife, you need at least 400 to get in, just to get in.
Just to get in, 400 just to
For
get in.
Triple A stadium?
Yes.
For the stadium that they're playing, that's the Giants affiliate.
Yes.
Former A's. Wait, but get this. It was the former A's affiliate because they couldn't keep them. The Giants was like, "We'll take it. Thank you, thank you." So
What?
again,
Go ahead.
the Giants help them sell out.
Rangers beat the Reds 1-0. Pirates beat the Rays 4-2, which the Tampa Bay Rays, another team playing their home games at a minor league stadium.
But we're not going to talk about that. But we're going to talk about the A's being at Sacramento. Nobody else, no other sports, ESPN, nobody else is talking about what the Rays are doing. They're sure as shit kicking into the fucking A's.
But here's the thing, and this is why I really want to take this bet.
Is there a reason for that?
And be like Sting and just hit John Fisher in his freaking head because, okay, first off, it was you, John Fisher, that cocked blocked the Raiders from trying to build a football-only stadium on the Coliseum site.
But was going to give them room to build the stadium, though, for the baseball.
Yes. But it was you,
Mark
John.
wanted to build with the A's.
But it was you, John Fisher, that made Mark Davis take the deal in Vegas.
Yep.
And now you basically are following him to the same city that you cock-blocked him from, but now you're going to follow suit.
My Raiders should still be in Oakland. Sorry.
They should be.
Where they belong.
They should be, but the Cabbage Patch Kid had other thoughts.
No, he didn't have other thoughts. John Fisher basically cock-blocked him from building on that site.
It wasn't. See, that's crazy when people think that it was Mark Davis that actually wanted to move to Vegas. Number one, yes, this was his dad's vision because Al wanted to take the Raiders to Vegas. This put that out there. But Mark was willing to do whatever it took to stay in Oakland. Oakland did not come to the table. Now, if you are a franchise, if you own a franchise, if somebody is offering you money to come to their place and where you reside is not going to give you what Vegas was giving you, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go to fucking Vegas.
The money's at.
Yeah.
You're going to go there. And now since they've been in Vegas,
their value has gone up every
profitable.
Year. Yeah, their value
it's been going up every year.
Every year. Just like
and the Super Bowl just made their value go up even more.
Yeah, just like the Warriors' value went up when Joe Lacob became owner.
So
that's because Joe Lacob was the owner who was willing to spend money.
Yes.
Oh, what did he say? I don't care about the luxury tax.
Yeah.
Fuck the luxury
tax. Me. Tax me.
And
I'm gonna pay it.
And here's the messed up part.
The championships are going to pay for it.
Joe Lacob was willing to buy the A's and they wouldn't let him buy it. And Joe Lacob has money. Okay. MLB cock-blocked Reginald Martinez Jackson from buying the A's.
See, that's a travesty.
That is
that right there.
Say it again,
when they did that, I was like,
again,
oh, yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They didn't hear you in the back.
So bad.
They didn't hear you in the back.
They wanted out of Oakland so goddamn bad when they wouldn't give Reggie.
Just like your organization wanted out of San Francisco.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be in Hunter's Point no more.
Denise, Dr. John, this is for you.
Dub, why did your team leave San Francisco?
Because Denise and Dr. John didn't know how to get along with the real people of San Francisco.
That too, but where was your stadium built?
Oh, HP, the Point, which Eddie didn't care because Eddie went to the Point. Eddie hung out in the Point. Eddie Eddie was gangster. I don't care. Eddie D was gangster, but Eddie D fucked up. The
That's the reason
Riverboat
why
license scandal, because here's what people don't understand. Okay, now, you guys are obviously California residents. I'm an former and honorary California resident. Okay, now, asking Californians to use their taxpayer money to build a sim, they will tell you
to
all
fuck
day,
off.
every day to go F off.
Fuck off.
As Mizzle just said. Yes.
You are a billionaire. You don't need my money. Build it your goddamn self.
Okay, now, let's go
Fuck
back in
you,
time, boys and
Elon.
girls. Let's go back in time, boys and girls, because now it's story time on the Muslim Dub Show. Okay.
Oh, we got story
Now-
time. Tap the microphone. Tap
Now.
it first.
Now,
Tap it first. Here we go. Story time.
okay.
Turn
Now,
around, boys and girls.
now, this is how rare this is because this very rarely happens in California. But back when Mayor Willie Brown, who's now, I think, 94 years old, God bless him,
Mayor Willie Brown is 94.
he's in his 90s, yes.
Damn.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
good for him.
Yeah.
Right? Shit. Okay.
Been cut already?
My man took a pot to his face too.
But no. I'm sorry, he's 91, but he's in his 90s, yes.
Well,
Oh, I did not know he shared the same birthday as my mom. Good for him. All right. So, Mayor Willie Brown, who of course was the first black mayor of San Francisco.
Yes.
All right. Somehow, some way, he got the city of San Francisco to agree to pay for a new Candlestick Park to be built at the site of Candlestick Point. Everything was in place. It was going to have a shopping mall and Super Bowl 38, which eventually became the Panthers and Patriots, which turned out to be a great game. And Tom Brady got his second ring. If everything was into place and if Eddie DeBartolo did not fuck up, Tom Brady would have won his second Super Bowl on the soil, on the ground that he saw the 1981 NFC title game live and in person at 4 years old. All right. There was the blueprint. There was the stadium design. All that was set in place. But no. Eddie D, who I love, one of the greatest owners in sports, Hall of Famer, all of that. But the curse, which is why I say it's the curse of Eddie DeBartolo, not the curse of Candlestick. It's the curse of Eddie DeBartolo Jr. And I love
done
Mr.
fucked up,
D.
Eddie.
But Eddie, with that riverboat license scandal in Louisiana, to where he got suspended for a year and basically was forced to, well, basically, let's be honest, Denise basically took the team underneath Eddie. And I don't care what Eddie says. He don't BS. Eddie still wanted to own the team. And when he was off his year suspension, basically Denise and Dr. John stole it from him. Pretty much. So, and it was well known that Denise and Dr. John wanted to get out of San Francisco. Hence why they've been the Santa Clara 49ers ever since 2014.
She reminds me. She reminds me of the owner lady from Major League.
Oh yes, Rachel Phelps. Yes. Yes.
That fucking Mad Sticks. Go Jets. This guy.
Go.
Yeah, she reminds me like we need to make the team so shitty that we need to move. Like that type of that's what she reminds me of.
I want us to finish dead last.
I don't like those type of coaches. I really don't. They're no good
folks,
for this league.
And then ever since then, when it comes to public stadia, yes, yes.
So, yeah. Wow, dang, hell yeah.
Classic.
Let's cut through the crap, Vaughn. I only got one thing to say to you.
Strike this motherfucker out.
Yes, folks.
And then
we do
boom, knocked his ass out during the celebration. Oh, that shit was
But
good.
you know that we
Great
are
movie.
we're historians to this movie.
Yes.
Great movie.
Great movie. 100%.
Ball four.
And the pitch.
Ball
Oh
eight.
shit.
If that's not
If that's
Shaquille
not
O'Neal
Shaquille
left, that
O'Neal,
baby's
that
out of
baby's
here.
out of here.
I want Parkman. All right. Let's see what the kid feels about the old number one.
Oh,
Great movie.
forget the
Hey,
curveball,
what'd he
Ricky.
say?
Give him
Roll me
the
eater.
Just a bit
It's
outside.
a movie thing, or a ham thing, or a heart attack. Who
Who
the
mentioned
hell
heart
said
attack?
heart attack? Hey.
Me.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Number one. Shout out to Uke. Still rest in peace.
Yes.
Baseball will not be the same. Me paying attention to a Milwaukee Brewers game without you.
Oh,
Without you being there.
Just a bit outside.
he tried the corner and missed.
Wait,
Ball 4.
Ball 8.
Ball 8.
He said-
Ball 12.
He's gonna need a rocket up his ass to catch that one.
My, why are they laying pitches all these? Why are they laying pitches so? Well, these pitches so close.
Hey, bro, one hit.
One goddamn hit.
You can't say goddamn on the air. Who cares? No one's listening
The
anyway.
hell with them.
It was so good. Oh god, I gotta watch that movie again.
The Uke was great, the greatest.
Vaseline ball.
Vaseline ball.
KY ball hit the third. Hey, Dorn comes up with the over first, and he got him.
And the Indians are showing some life here.
I'm done. You said KY ball.
Oh yeah, I love this shit. I may move to England.
Oh yeah, I love this British
He's
stuff.
celebrating in the hospital bed. Oh, I love this crap.
Atta boy, Rick. I knew you can do it. I knew you can do it.
Damn
Oh, that was such a good movie.
it.
Both of them, one
hey,
and
hey,
two.
Well, JP, you got to get in on the ritual. Every time Dub comes back to California, he comes home.
We watched that movie.
We
Oh,
watch it at least
wow.
about 3-4 times before he goes back to Vegas. You
Let
have
me
to be
know.
part of it.
Let me know.
Hey, you say you want me to beat the shit out of him?
Who's that? The chick? That's my
No,
wife. Does she know that?
White
No,
lightning,
you
black. Is our
Mine fell the hardest.
What did you say? It was only in the theaters for 20 minutes.
Mine fell the hardest. Mine looked the deadliest.
Hey, what'd he say? Oh shit! I've been cut already.
Give that man a uniform. I
We
want the
can
absolute
quote-
truth, Jake. Can you get the ball to second? Second base.
Ah shit!
What was it? You was throwing to third? Son, you throw over to third one more time, you're going to make me very unhappy.
Lou.
Mine fell the farthest. Mine needs
Mine's
a
the deadest.
dentist.
I love that movie.
Bro, we could literally have a whole show quoting that fucking movie.
Oh,
You have no
definitely.
no
I say
marbles. You have no marbles.
No, no,
Huevos?
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 hey, my man
You're
carried the
shy.
bat.
Hold
Oh
it,
God,
hold it.
we went off Richter's with Major League. Good Lord,
Oh,
You
don't
may
get us
run
started.
like
now.
you may
Hey.
run like Mays, but you hit like shit.
Shit.
With your speed, you should hit the ball on the ground and run.
When he caught the basket, that's a great catch, Mays. Don't ever fucking do it again.
All right, let's get something going. Let's go. Gotta take my- gotta
I
make my way
want
to
a
the Hall
coach
of
like
Fame.
that. That's the kind of coach I'll run through a brick wall for.
They don't make coaches like that no more.
No. It's coming together, Pepper.
Entire
It's
world.
coming
Hey,
together.
Luke, this is Charlie Donovan.
Hey, Dub. Here we go. Give it to me. They're shitty.
Hi. Who are these fucking guys?
Hey, they're not that bad. They're still shitty.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
All
that
right, ladies and gentlemen, we just had a major league moment. Baseball ain't gonna be the same without Bob Uecker. I don't care what nobody says. Bob Uecker not being announcing the Milwaukee Brewer games or being around that organization. It's
Did
not
y'all
gonna
like the third one?
Yeah,
The Back to the Minors.
I watched all of them, but
had
it's
its
nothing.
it had its moments.
It won't be one or two. I'm sorry.
It's not one or two.
Fair, yeah, fair. No, I figured that because I
Guess
thought the
what?
same
I
thing,
like Scott Bakula. Don't get me wrong.
it's watchable, but it's not like the same knee slapping, gut busting,
I'll say
laughing
this.
type moment.
My favorite
say,
line
like,
from that movie is when they put the blindfold on and he said, "Mind queer, mind queer."
see, here's the thing. Having Bob Uecker in the movie made it watchable because you love Bob Uecker.
That's it. That's it.
If Bob Uecker was not in the movie, I'm not watching it.
The commentary with it added.
If Harry Doyle is not in the movie, I'm not watching it.
Oh, living room. Norm Macdonald story about Bob Uecker, classic.
Yeah.
And if you don't know about that, you just YouTube it.
Yeah,
Norm Macdonald has a spectacular story about the Uke. It's great. It's great.
No,
y'all are gonna have me watching that movie tomorrow.
Well, I'm look here. I already put on Top Gun for Val Kilmer. I'll probably watch The Saint later because The Saint was a damn good movie.
Val Kilmer,
100%. He will never earn my respect for him playing Batman. Never get it. Never will. I'm sorry. I don't care if you're a Batman fan and you're like Val Kilmer killed it. I'm gonna sit here and argue with you like you're not a Batman fan.
The no neck Batman.
His Batman was about as cheesy as George Clooney's Batman.
You need help, Harvey.
But
House is fucking great.
I'm just gonna say this: Iceman. Damn you, JP.
Well, like I said,
fucking great. I can still give a mean blow.
Matchsticks. Val Kilmer was not Batman. I'm sorry.
You need help, Harvey. Wait,
I'm gonna say this.
I have a riddle for you. For me?
Val Kilmer.
Tell me.
Val Kilmer and Nicole Kidman. I will not respect them in the Batman series. No.
I don't care, but Chase Marina looked sexy as hell in that black dress.
Whatever.
Hey, I'm just saying. Nicole Kidman looked good in that dress.
Did you think that Val Kilmer played a good Batman?
I agree with your
right
sentiment.
There. Okay, so I'm gonna say this: if we're gonna
he was the Batman for which one? I'm
who was better?
Batman Forever with
Val Kilmer. Who was better, George Clooney or Val Kilmer? Because both
Clooney
suck. They both fucking suck. Don't give me.
No, I mean, if you're giving me a choice.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I didn't.
If you're giving me a choice between the two, then yeah, I'm Batman and I'm sad.
This man has gone Lego Batman movie, and that's a damn classic. No.
Hey, you know what? Yes, Lego Batman was better than Val Kilmer. I'm sorry.
I still love that laugh.
I am a Batman fan. Okay, biggest Batman fan that you will probably ever meet, and I was not impressed with Clooney nor Val Kilmer. Neither one.
I mean, I think it's unanimous. Michael Keaton's up there, top notch, the best, right? No.
It goes Keaton, then it goes Affleck.
What
about
Adam West too?
Good old Patterson.
Okay. Adam West is the most.
He's the TV legend.
Yes.
Adam West is TV legend Batman.
Okay.
If you don't know that,
because again, I'm just saying. Without Adam West, we don't get Batman 1989. Without question. Yeah,
good.
Okay.
So he's on like a different list. List.
No. Adam West is
okay. I'll say it like this. Adam West.
We took the show
Batman.
at a completely different road.
Adam West. Right?
This is why it's an open forum.
Adam West is Batman Emeritus. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
love it.
Now, underneath him, you can say that Michael Keaton is Batman PhD, Dr. Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
like
then
Keaton. I'm still not really sold on Affleck though, to be honest with you.
Okay, here's the problem with Ben.
Just
Okay.
watch the warehouse scene multiple times, and then you would understand.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, if I'm watching one scene multiple times, that's not enough for me. I gotta talk. I'm talking about the whole.
Okay,
movie.
here's the thing.
Warner Brothers did not want to give Affleck the respect that he needed because he should have had a solo.
Yes. Because
Anybody who says Robert Pattinson needs to go sit in timeout. I'm just saying. I can't look at Robert Pattinson yet. Now, when I saw the latest Batman,
Are you still looking at him as playing the vampire?
I'm not gonna lie, I still do look at him as the
and
glittering
that's the
vampire.
reason why you're not respecting him as a good Batman.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I went into that movie with that mindset, going, I want to watch this fucking. Vampires are supposed to burn, not glow. Like that's how I went into it.
It's not his fault that he took that movie that made him money.
Understood.
Look at
Understood.
the actor.
But as I watched that movie, you know who sold me on that movie? The Riddler.
Yes.
The Riddler in the latest movie is the reason why I liked it so much, because he, like, and I was even telling my wife this, he got that mindset, like that look of that psychopathic, smart, like serial killer, like what you see on like fucking almost God damn it, like Manson type shit. Like he just
Matt
there was
Sticks, you
certain...
stop it right now. Matt Sticks, you stop.
You need to relax.
Oh, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're definitely not doing that. We're not going that. We are not touching that route.
Nope.
Nope. I'm not touching that one. Nope.
Christian Bale, I liked him. I thought it was Keaton. I thought it was Keaton. Then I thought it was Bell.
Christian Bale was great, especially the one he did with
Bane.
The Joker one.
The Dark Knight.
Heath Ledger. The greatest Batman movie ever.
I don't want to kill
Heath Ledger.
I don't want to kill you.
Was 100%.
What he said
is
no. I don't want to kill you.
You complete me.
The greatest line ever.
Heath Ledger was by far the greatest Joker of all time. Nobody can argue with me about that.
Living room. Okay, we're only talking about movies. We know that Luke Skywalker is the greatest Joker of all time.
Mark Hamill.
That animated series, though.
Okay, Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy
are gold.
Are like Keaton and Nicholson, Ledger and Bale. They you can't have one without the other. We know this.
That's gold. We're mainly talking about the movies.
Okay.
List of their own type of thing.
However, I will say this about why we were not given a Ben Affleck Batman movie. Damn it. The nightmare scene in the Snyder Cut with Jared Leto's Joker and Batman and their dialogue.
Cinema.
Damn it.
Cinema.
Damn it.
Cinema.
Damn it. I needed more of that in the movie. Now again,
you know why Affleck didn't get the Batman movie, like his solo movie and all that? Why DC, at least from that point, they fucked up. One, because they were trying to catch up to Marvel within a few years.
Agreed.
Justice League getting put out and all that other kind of shit, like before even the solo movies and all that stuff came out. They fucked up on that completely. They should have started from there. But the thing is, when you're doing another Batman movie, every Batman movie that has come out always goes through the same fucking thing. The
Ben-
origin story, like, lost his. We all know how Batman lost his parents. We all know this. So why do we keep having to? That's another reason why the Batman that just recently came out, it didn't necessarily. That was basically year one Batman.
Yes.
Yep.
Like when he was first starting out, he had already fought the Joker.
Go watch the cartoon.
He already fought the Joker and everything by then, because Joker was already in the asylum.
He was already in Arkham. Yes.
When Riddler got in there.
Yes.
So this was year one Batman still getting his shit together. I'm vengeance type of bullshit. But they didn't have to go over the whole he became Batman because his parents died and this. We all know the story. That's one of the reasons why DC has been fucking up so goddamn much, is because they keep rehashing the same story that everybody already knows. They did that with Superman. They did that with Batman. They completely fucked off with the Flash.
This is why Matt Reeves was perfect, because he didn't give us that. He was already Batman. The parents have died. Like you said, year one.
That was
Dan
Snyder's Justice League and stuff like that should have been canon too, or not Dan Snyder, fucking
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Dan Snyder's the pedophile for Nickelodeon.
Yes.
But
Zack Snyder had a vision.
Yeah, the way he was. I mean, because the Zack. 4 fucking hours long. That was tough. But
I enjoyed it though.
Exactly. It kept you engaged with everything that was kind of going on.
Well,
but
not to mention not to mention he's always had great cinematic visuals in his movies. He's always been he's always told great visuals with his picture and his cinematography.
But they went to the point, especially with Ben Affleck's Batman was already like. Ben Affleck's Batman was Batman getting close to retiring.
Well, this was the Frank. Well, this is the Frank Miller.
Frank Miller's Batman.
The Frank Miller inception of Batman.
Perfect.
Yeah.
The Batman versus Superman movie was Frank Miller's. Yeah. What Zack
pissed
Snyder
off,
did with that
grouchy,
vision.
didn't give two fucks.
That's why you saw the killing in this one, because this was the Batman that was no longer himself. Superman
he'd already lost so much by that point.
Superman and Zod destroyed the city. Batman was like, I'm done. Fuck this shit.
What they should have done is they should have started getting more into the stories of Robin, the multiple Robins, Nightwing, Red Hood, Batman's son.
Jason Todd, yeah.
Jason Todd, everything. They should have started getting into those storylines on how.
Which is why I didn't like the cliffhanger at the end of The Dark Knight Rises, because as you obviously know, the Jordan Levitt character was becoming Robin because he goes to the Batcave at the end, and you kind of just
we'll see.
leave with the cliffhanger.
How do you guys feel about this? So the new Batman movie that's supposed to come out with the guy that has it is the one who directed the Flash movie. Is the Bold and Beyond? We're getting Robin in this one. How do we
already?
Yes, without no introduction, because the Brave and the Bold, Robin is there, and I believe it's supposed to be Damian Wayne. I don't like. No.
You can't go that fucking. Hold on, and this is Robert Pattinson we're talking about here.
No.
This is James Gunn's.
This is
Batman.
James Gunn's version. Robert
Pattinson,
he's Ellsworth. He's off a different pattern, which is
no.
What's bad about it is Patterson's Batman fits into what Gunn is doing with now.
No, but here's the thing: you can't skip over.
I understand, and that's why
3 other fucking Robins to get to Damian. Damian is, in my opinion, Damian is probably one of the more interesting Robin characters
because it's his son.
But the grandson of Ra's al Ghul, It's just there's a lot behind it.
You should not give us that right now.
But you can't go over Nightwing. You can't go over.
No,
You
can't go over
can't
Dick
go
Grayson.
over the Killing Joke. You
can't
can't
go over Dick
go.
Grayson.
You can't just completely bypass Joker killing Jason Todd.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
Well, that's what Gunn is doing right now with the Brave and Bold, is because the Brave and Bold is it's Damian Wayne. So that's the movie. That's the movie we're gonna get.
I don't know.
I just
about
wanted
that.
to see Bruce and Slade fight. That's all I wanted. And that script was
I
going to be.
I wanted the
script-
Batman movie with Ben Affleck because if
That's what I
anybody
just
knows,
said. Wade and Slade.
His script
That
was
script, man.
perfect.
I saw like a animated visual of their fight, and I was like, "Damn you, Warner Brothers, you messed it up again."
They're trying too hard to catch up to where Marvel's at, and
They're
Marvel
not.
is already
Marvel
way ahead.
Marvel spent 10 years plus to get where they're at now.
Well, unfortunately,
They
DC
spent
did.
10 years just to get to the first fucking Avengers.
Exactly. But what everybody
Or-
does not understand, Blade is the only reason why Wesley Snipes' Blade is the only
Mhm.
reason why Marvel is on the map right
It
now.
saved Marvel Studios.
100%. Just look, what? No.
So
It was Blade first, but Deadpool and Wolverine brought them back to that Blade moment because Marvel was in a different spectrum.
Phase
But the
5
only-
was not getting off to a good start. It sucked.
But Deadpool and Wolverine brought them back to that.
Deadpool. Okay,
Here-
Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine should have been what Doctor Strange 2 should have been, and it wasn't.
Here's the thing. When you're going, especially Phase 5, and I understand people's argument about, Phase 5, everything that's gone on with that. Mostly is because it's getting into characters that the normal average Joe you have to be a person who has read the comics to know anything about what's going on in Phase 5. If you're not, if you hadn't read the comics, if you hadn't seen the cartoons or anything else like that, Phase 5 is going to go right over your fucking head.
Yep.
Now, the way that they did it, they could have done better. I'm not going to sit here and say like it was the worst and it sucked, but they did it comparative to Phase 1 through 4. Yeah. Because after the fight with Thanos, everyone was asking, where do you go? Where do you go from Thanos? And people didn't understand that there were big bads that were better than Thanos.
Galactus, hello.
Kang.
And that's what I'm saying. When they were starting to get into Kang, I was like, ooh.
We're getting to something.
I was like, ooh, I was like, people, if y'all don't know about Kang, go fucking find out about Kang.
The only reason why I went and watched that Ant-Man movie because of Kang. I was not gonna go watch
when he showed up in the Loki series.
Boom!
Oh my god! Tell
him, JP.
I was like, how he was describing it, and then that moment,
the multiple versions of Kang that you got though, and he didn't even, and that one character didn't even know that he was Kang yet.
But then now Marvel got kind of, especially with that everything that was going on with Jonathan Majors, and guilty on a couple of accounts, and then, but they're thinking about bringing him back.
Marvel. And look up Robert Downey Jr.'s history.
But here's the thing: when you look at all of the big bads, the biggest and the baddest has always been Dr. Doom.
Yes.
It has always been Dr. Doom. He's always been better than that. 100%. And I know people got mad at, Robert Downey Jr., what the hell? He's coming to Dr. Doom. Read the comics. Read
the comics. The Russo brothers know what they're doing.
The multiverse of the Iron Man becoming
Dr. Doom, yes.
Trust me on this. Doomsday is going to be fucking cinema.
Yes.
And guess
I
what?
cannot wait for Doomsday to come out.
Guess what? They also can incorporate Tom Holland's Spider-Man with this one.
The fuck Chris Evans, Captain America, is going to be Captain Hydra. now.
Hydra. Yes. Yes.
Black Widow is going to be Madam Hydra. You're going to be you're moving all of these the former Avengers.
The
original
multiverse is about
six.
to be real in this one. That's all it is.
But I really
That's
can't-
why
Maestro Hulk, Lou Ferrigno. What? What?
when
I
you
can't
get
wait.
this one. So guess what? So the Fantastic Four movie, you're going to get an introduction to Doom, and
Victor
then you
Von
get the
Doom,
Avengers.
yes.
Then you get the Avengers Doom, and then you get Secret Wars. So you know what Secret Wars is going to bring, right? That's where you're going to get Wolverine. That's where you're going to get Daredevil. That's where you're going to get Moon Knight, and they're also introducing the Midnight Sun
Oh,
as well. Thank
take
you.
my fucking money. Take my fucking money.
That's
So
why.
when they
that's why-
announced Secret Wars, I was like, okay, why is nobody freaking out about this?
Oh, I freaked out.
Why? I was like,
No,
why?
no, no, no,
why is
no.
why is the general like? I was like,
When
all
I-
the people who have read the comics, all the people who watch the cartoon, we all know about Secret Wars and how fucking
Nerd
crazy that shit goes down.
I nerd out.
You know, so everyone's like, "Oh, Secret Wars, what do you?" Oh,
Like
you fucking casuals!
Yes.
Get up to date, goddammit.
Yes.
Get up to date.
Yes.
You're gonna
Because
get Moon Knight.
Secret
anybody-
Wars is going to be, and I'm going to call it right now, especially because by the time that movie comes out, the way technology, everything, what they're going to do with it, Secret Wars is going to make you forget about Endgame and Infinity Wars. I promise you.
I'm
Because
gonna
of everything that went on leading up to, and Doomsday is going to be the perfect moment to lead up into that.
But JP,
If you thought
you
Civil
also
War was
forgot-
some
you
shit in the
also-
comics,
You also forgot about what Samuel L. Jackson did with his little miniseries. That
Yep.
plays dividends into Secret Wars
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
You don't
So
think
if you-
about that.
so
A lot
if
of people
you-
forget about that.
I'm just telling you, if you thought Civil War in the comics was some shit, folks, you ain't seen nothing yet until you read the Secret War comics. Because
So
do yourself
hence
a
the reason
favor.
why you're getting all the OG X-Men movie characters, because Secret Wars follows into what those characters were.
Go download
Bring
the
back Kelsey
Marvel
Grammer.
Comics app and read up.
Yes.
I don't need to. I already know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because, oh my
Bringing
God.
back Kelsey Grammer to play Beast,
Yes.
understand what they're doing. Bringing back the original Nightcrawler, understand what they're doing.
And bringing back the legend, yes, Miss Halle Berry is going to put on
Holly
the
Berry is
costume.
playing Storm. And
is-
even bringing back the bitch boy Cyclops, understand what they're doing.
Now just bring back
when-
Falcon Jensen. That's all I
And
need.
that's one of the reasons why they said when Secret Wars was coming out, I was like, oh, the mutants are coming. I was like, they're finally going to
We
start
got
putting the
Gambit.
X-Men in it.
And not to mention,
Gambit.
and not to mention, there will be Marvel Jesus in the Secret Wars also.
Oh yeah,
folks.
the announcements that you guys saw, that's just part one. They just wanted to let you know that the production was
Yes.
getting started.
But again,
people-
folks,
people think-
Deadpool will be in this.
But also,
but
folks-
here's the thing about Deadpool. People look at Deadpool. Oh, he's just really kind of like, more of like the comedy.
no, he's not.
People need
Deadpool
to
is
understand
a-
how important
Deadpool is a fighting
Deadpool
machine.
is to the story.
He is a fighting machine.
He's a-
Deadpool is so important to the story of how things go. When he said, like, breaking the fourth wall, I'm Marvel Jesus, he kind of wasn't lying.
No.
Not to
Everything
mention-
that he did in the comic, when we see the relationship with him and Lady Death, oh,
But everybody has to understand, Deadpool and Wolverine was a very important movie
Yeah.
to getting Secret Wars and
Yes.
that off.
Yep.
that movie right there, because they introduce you into the multiverse. That was
Yes.
introducing what they're about to do now. And so
Deadpool and
the
Wolverine.
reaction that we gave, that's giving you what we're getting now.
Deadpool.
Real quick. In Deadpool and Wolverine, how hard did you laugh at the comic book accurate Short King?
Oh, loved it.
Deadpool
Love it.
Wolverine.
Because when I saw, as soon as he came off the bar stool, I was like, people don't know.
No.
People don't know that in the comics, Wolverine was literally 5'2".
And they showed you all the
Mhm.
multiple versions of
Mhm.
what you got. The old man Logan one was but what I also loved is the Logan that was hanging up on the cross. That they gave you everything because they were trying to show you what everybody loved and what we can get. Deadpool, go ahead, Dub. Go ahead.
Deadpool and Wolverine was one last final fuck you to 20th Century Fox.
That too.
Yeah.
Breaking the camera. Fuck you, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yes. Going to Disney. Going to the Mouse House.
And not even that. What I love was because now that we found out that the new versions of Blade is canceled because of there's only one Blade and there will only be one fucking Blade.
I mean, I think it got canceled because there were a lot of other shit that went down, but that's neither here nor there. I think the God, I forget what his name is. He was supposed to be playing Blade in the new one.
Mashallah Ali.
There's a lot of shit coming out that he was being extremely difficult to work with.
No, that sounds familiar.
Facts. It's not
Like he was being like a lot of people are putting the blame of why the new Blade or whatever isn't coming out because of him. Like that's just
that pushes back Midnight Sun a little bit because Blade is part of Midnight Sun.
But it doesn't have to if they keep Wesley Snipes' version.
True. But they made Wesley Snipes a little old in this version, so we're going to get
but that's what I'm saying. Like,
going to backtrack. Are we backtracking with his version?
You could a little bit.
True. That's true.
Because again, how the multiverse and everything like that works, you probably could.
Which Blade was that? Which version of Blade was that one? That's true. That's true.
You know, so it's he was older.
I just want Moon Knight involved more. That's all I want. If anybody ain't watched the
Moon Knight series, I think was underrated.
Agreed.
I don't think people have appreciated that Moon Knight series as much as they should have.
I still want a season 2.
Yeah, that was Midnight Suns was another one that just it's a series that people don't necessarily know about, but it's super important to the entire story.
See what they're doing now.
You know, there's just so much shit that because guess who else is the Midnight Suns? Not just you got Blade. You got Ghost Rider.
Yep.
You got Wolverine.
Yep.
You got Spidey.
Yep.
You got fucking Doctor Strange.
Yep.
You've got all of these players that you look at and go,
big players.
Wait a minute.
These ain't small players.
It's like, wait a minute. This one, wait, he could be. Yes.
Yeah.
Midnight Suns. And I think what they're going to do, especially after Doomsday, I think Midnight Suns is going to come in right in between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
I agree.
Because that's the perfect spot to put it. And I think the Midnight Suns will probably be the segue into Secret Wars.
Yeah. And by the way, me and JP did not plot to put on Marvel characters today.
Oh no.
We did not. He got Black Panther on, and I got Mr. Ray Wilson, my alter ego. You know, shout out to that. This was not planned, and since we're talking about Marvel, but I can't wait to see the second round of actors that's going to be in this new Doomsday movie because they're not done. As Dub just said, Wade Wilson will be in this fucking movie. Shuri is already in this movie, so we got Black Panther in there.
How do you think they're going to open up Doomsday?
I'm gonna have to
Honestly-
watch Thunderbolts first.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
you gotta watch
Thunderbolts
Thunderbolts
is going
to know.
introduce
Yeah.
that movie.
So,
Yes.
and this is pure speculation and rumor, but there is a lot of talk going around that the opening scene of Doomsday will be the fight between Doctor Doom and Thanos. We all know how that fight went down.
Well, Doctor Doom whooped that ass.
Doctor Doom ripped his skeleton out of his fucking body.
Whoop that ass.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a fight. It was
Yeah.
2 pages and it was
It
over.
was almost like Thanos fighting Hulk. It wasn't a competition.
It just out. That's it. That's all it took.
Yeah.
And I looked at it going,
Quicker than any Dragon Ball episode.
if that's the way they open it up,
Ooh.
because people, again, everyone has Thanos as top tier. You know, there's probably nobody better, especially to the casuals. There's nobody better than Thanos, this and that.
The Mad Titan.
You kill off Thanos
Like that.
like that, no pun intended.
Well,
And Doom's not the only one that can do that.
hold on,
Because
wait.
Right. But
Okay.
you do that right off the bat, first 5 minutes of the movie,
So
that tells everybody, oh shit.
let me fill you in on your theory. Mr. Brolin is supposed to come back in this movie to portray Thanos, but as King Thanos. So your assumption might be right.
If they
Because
open it
if
up
they're
with
doing
that,
it right,
that's
that
gonna
means
tell-
they're doing it after the snap. So he's already established himself. So he's done being a Mad Titan, because at the Mad Titan he was getting the stones.
Yep.
So now he's King Thanos.
You have the gauntlet? No. All right.
Cool,
Probably
but I'm King
should've.
Thanos. I'm King Thanos. I'm good.
Oh, you think so? All right.
Yeah.
Guess
yeah.
not. Bam. It's just, and that's going to basically open everybody's eyes to going, holy shit, Doctor Doom is, yes.
He's that guy.
Doctor Doom is
Okay.
the baddest
If-
motherfucker.
If you don't understand what we're talking about,
You got
If you
Tony Starks as this Doom, though. People are not thinking about that.
if you don't
Combine
understand what we're
God,
talking about, folks,
God Doom, Tony Stark. Oh.
what people don't understand,
Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know.
even with the gauntlet, Doctor Doom, as just mentioned, with one punch, punched Thanos' skeleton orbital out of his body. One punch, I said. One punch.
Just it's gonna be
Okay.
again. They're
Doctor Doom.
gonna.
Dr. Doom also killed Galactus, folks.
Yes, he did.
Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom is that dude.
He's a bad
Victor
guy.
Von Doom is that dude.
Doctor Doom is nobody to fuck with.
So
There is a reason why they needed so many people in order to beat him.
and this is why you have this is the reason why this movie is coming out after the Fantastic Four, because don't think Von Doom is not going to make an appearance in the Fantastic Four, which is going to lead up into the.
It might be an end credit scene.
Oh, of course it's going to be no.
I don't.
No. What I'm saying
because of the fact that Galactus is gonna be, like, we've already confirmed that Galactus is gonna be in.
they already gave us a picture.
As soon as that happened, I'm like, okay, when they do Doctor Doom, it's gonna be a end credit scene type of, if not an end credit scene, it's gonna be like the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie.
It's picking up. I believe the Avengers Doctor Doom is picking up right after Fantastic Four. Because why you don't announce all this right now, especially the announcement we got with every Fantastic Four character is being in Doom. Ant-Man is in Doom. Bucky's in. So all the Thunderbolt characters and Fantastic Four is already in the Avengers Doom movie.
Yep.
So they're already giving you the pickup afterwards. Be smart, ladies and gentlemen.
And the thing is, with the Avengers Doomsday, this is going to be like, especially the young Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
their first
Encounter. Yep.
real. They're going to go into it kind of like the regular Avenger, the first Avengers did against, Thanos and Ultron and all the other Loki the first time. They're going to think, oh, we got this. We're the Avengers. We're the new event. This is a whole different enemy that you're not prepared for.
Yep.
That you're not prepared, and it's going to shock them because they're going to look at it going, wait a minute, I thought that was Tony. I thought that was Iron Man. I thought this was. Wait a minute. The original Avengers are the big bads
That's
in
why.
this.
That's why Tom Holland's Spider-Man is so integral into this, because he's going to be like Mr. Stark, Mr. Nope, I don't know who you are, young man.
I thought you were dead.
Yep.
No.
Oh. So that's
I don't
why
know who you thought I was, but
that's why I love that they're bringing out Doomsday first, and then you get Secret Wars after that. Because, like I say, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know anything about Secret Wars, that movie is going to be the shit, and it's going to eat what JP said. Endgame ain't gonna have nothing on Secret Wars.
No.
Secret Wars is opening up the whole everything. You're gonna get I believe you're gonna get Samuel L. Jackson back for that one too. Because he's a big part. His character is a big part of that too.
Once Secret Wars is over,
where do we go?
At that point, I'm gonna go, all right, Marvel, what you gonna do now? Because after Secret Wars happen, it gets a little rocky after that. Because Secret Wars was such a pivotal moment, and it fucked with all of the heroes. It fucked with everybody's psyche. Everything just went to shit after Secret Wars.
And again, this is after Civil War messes with your emotions in your mind. Keep this in mind, folks.
If you thought Civil War, Infinity Wars, and Endgame was not the Endgame.
I'll say this: even we're going back that far. Even though I knew the outcome, but still watching it, Star-Lord fucked everything up.
Yes.
Spider-Man almost had that gauntlet off Thanos, and then once he heard what happened to fucking
Gamora.
There's only one thing I kind of had a little bit of a gripe with Civil War, because I didn't think Civil War should have been a Captain America movie.
Agreed.
Civil War should have been its own Infinity Wars Endgame Part 1, Part 2.
Agreed.
Because
I really call Civil War Avengers 2.5 after Ultron.
Exactly, because Civil War, like, especially if you read the comics, I think it was a 3-part comic series.
Yes.
I think.
Could be right.
Right? There's 3 parts, right?
I believe you're right. Yeah.
If you go through Civil War, everything that happened, the Civil War that they gave us, Captain America Civil War, was fucking watered down compared to what the comics were.
Spider-Man was a little more vicious.
Who was the first one that died? Was it not Giant Man? Was it Giant Man? No, not Giant Man. He was one that can fucking be not Ant-Man. God damn it. Why am I blanking on his name?
I'm trying to think about everybody that was in there.
Because they were fighting, and then because I can't remember what his name, I'm just gonna go with Giant Man. He was the first one to fall. And die, dead. He was the first casualty. And that's when everybody was going, oh shit, this is real. This is more than what we because all of it took place because these basically
Theo.
these other
Theo was the
visual-
first to die. Theo
The-
Broussard was the
There we
first to
go.
die.
He was the first one to go down, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, this is fucking real." Like this is actually, government getting involved. Everybody's going like, "Oh shit!" Like this is like, wait a minute. I thought we were just kind of like, I didn't know we were here trying to kill each other. Type of shit. Like that's what it ended up turning into. And then 2 comic books later, all the heroes are essentially were in shambles, and that opened up Thanos to be able to come in going, y'all fucked each other up before I even got here.
Yep.
I only had to do half of what I, again, no pun intended, half of what I wanted to do or what I was preparing to do in the first place. Y'all already basically wiped each other out before I even got here. I didn't need to do the work. So that again, go watch Civil War or go read Civil War. Go read Secret Wars. Doomsday. Get all your knowledge up on all the shit that's been going on, because what people are not going to be prepared for is the fact that these 2 movies, Doomsday and Secret Wars, I kind of believe Secret Wars might be one of those Marvel as a studio after Secret Wars probably takes a break for a certain amount of time. I don't know how long.
They're going to focus on more television, especially with the Disney series. You won't get a lot of
television, cartoons, adaptations, and that kind of stuff. But after Secret Wars, there's going to be a moment where you might have 2, maybe even 3 years go by without.
Well, you're going to get Spider-Man, because Spider-Man just signed a Brand New Day, so that's a new sequel. 3 movies that's going to be coming out with Tom Holland. So
there's 3 other, but are those 3 within the timeline before Secret Wars, or are they after?
It's going to be after.
So then at that point, guess who you're adding? Miles.
It's already been Miles is going to be coming in it's soon.
And if you guys haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, that's a whole nother thing to get into.
We're getting Miles. We're going to get a live action Miles here pretty soon.
You think we'll get Miles before Secret Wars?
I would say.
You think Miles will be a part of Secret Wars?
I'll say this.
Should.
If you've been watching Daredevil, the new Daredevil, his dad was mentioned in one of the episodes. So Miles is going to be making his way here pretty soon.
So he'll probably be a part of the Secret Wars, which he should be.
Either Secret Wars or he definitely won't be part of Doomsday unless we get that little cameo.
So supposedly,
I might need to go back and look, but I'm pretty sure Miles had a part in Secret Wars.
So supposedly, Jean Grey is supposed to be in Spider-Man 4. That's the rumor going around.
They're trying to find, and also I believe Rogue as well. You might get a Rogue, yeah.
Sadie Sink from Stranger Things is supposedly being casted to play Jean Grey in this movie.
Yes. Spider-Man 4 is going to introduce a new. I think they're going to show a different where they're going to go after all.
She's playing Jean.
Yeah.
Where did I read that she was going to be Mary Jane?
They are looking for someone for Mary Jane, but no, not the one that Dub said. She's going to be playing Jean Grey.
That's rumor.
I mean, which is fine, but you're looking at a young Jean Grey. That's like that's way before Phoenix mode. And by the time they get into Secret Wars, she's already Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Now you talk about a badass character throughout.
To be honest, Phoenix might be the key piece to beating Doctor Doom.
Interesting to
I think
see
she is
how,
the key piece to beating Doctor
That's
Doom in Secret Wars.
interesting to see how the director from Shang-Chi he is directing the Spider-Man movie.
The Shang-Chi,
I mean,
the first one was good.
Shang-Chi was good.
I liked it.
was
I liked
good.
it.
I really did. I enjoyed the characters and everybody that was in that one. That was a real good movie. So I don't think Spider-Man 4 won't falter. It's in good hands. So yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad with that one.
Fellas, I hate to cut it off, but I gotta
Oh,
head to
both
bed.
of us.
I'm looking at it going, oh fuck, it's almost midnight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of us. All of us.
Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Everybody who's watching Mizzle and Dub Show, keep fucking tuning in. Keep subscribing. Keep liking. Keep sharing. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Love y'all.
Yes, indeed.
Love
We'll
too,
see
bro.
you guys again soon.
If I don't see you sooner, I'll see you Saturday.
Hell yeah. Bad guy fucking out.
That is the one, the only Josh Pernada coming
Oh
in,
my.
and basically we went all over the place. Wow, we've gone 2 hours and 16 minutes. Good lord.
Well, guess what? When you put open forum,
Yeah.
we can talk about anything.
Yeah.
So if you
But,
didn't like that we went nerdum right now, then you tuned into the wrong show. Yes, we are predominantly sports. We talk sports.
But as you see,
Every
we went
once
off
in a
into
while-
movies. Then we went off into comics. Talking about upcoming movies, talking about Secret War and Avengers Doomsday.
Who is this to me? Who is this?
Your alter ego. Or as I like to say, your inner asshole. And you know what? I might put that on Disney Plus.
What's that?
Why not? Deadpool Wolverine.
Well, I know. I think I need to watch. I just might watch it for Jim Carrey. That's about the only reason why I might watch that movie. It's not for Val Kilmer. I mean, no, you know what? I am gonna put on Top Gun again, or maybe I might find The Saint. One or the other. But thank you guys for chiming in on.
I will never understand bat nips. I will never understand it.
Don't you ever say that again on our show. We are not introducing the George Clooney version of Batman into the show.
It was on Val Kilmer too.
I was not trying to think about that. I don't know which one I despise the most, Val Kilmer or George Clooney. They're equally the same.
Nah, Clooney's way worse. Clooney is way worse.
Was it because it was Alicia Silverstone and Chris O'Donnell?
No, because Chris O'Donnell was in Batman Forever. Because
So who was? He did play with Clooney though, right?
yeah, he did.
Yeah. So,
But however, first off, folks, for those that are real Batman fans, Batgirl is not Barbara, and is related, or is not. Or let me phrase that. Her name is Barbara, but she is not related to Alfred Pennyworth.
Gordon.
She is
Yeah,
Commissioner
Gordon's
Gordon's
daughter.
daughter.
Yeah, so they screwed that up. They botched that one for sure.
They botched that one big time. Like,
you are not
come
going to
on.
fool anybody that's been watching Batman
Yeah.
for long. Yeah. And if I say this, just watch The Killing Joke.
Mm-hmm.
Who got put in a wheelchair that became Oracle? Barbara
Gordon.
who was Batgirl.
Yes. After she gave Batman the business on the roof.
Which Batman didn't recognize it. It's always sex. Boop. Greatest scene and line ever in Batman. I don't care, animated, cartoon, real life.
In the
That was
rain,
greatest.
in the rain on the roof. Yes.
And did not recognize
Yes.
it. Well, if you want to be technical, she did it. Batman just obliged.
Batman just laid there and took it like Batman. Just as he would if it was Selena Kyle doing it.
And she got in her feelings. Damn it.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But it was great TV. It was great animation TV.
Oh, it was perfect. Perfect. Just perfect.
But yes, don't forget, get your merchandise at the merch at Shopify. 17KD merchandise, Mizzle and Dub Show merchandise, Ace NFL, Other Side of the Ball merchandise, Talking Ish with Dub, Chris and Mizzle merchandise, family collaborations. It's all there at the Mizzle and Dub Show, Shopify.com. Appreciate you guys coming with us. Giants on the way home. We'll have the day off tomorrow, and then they will come home to the friendly confines of the San Francisco Bay, coming off a very good road trip, winning 5 out of 6. You will always take that all day, every day. So it's just a very good thing. But just to finish the baseball scores, because we were in the middle of doing that, and then we just went total nerdum.
AWOL. We went nerd. Yes, we did.
We went full nerd. But just to go through baseball scores just one more time, because we were halfway through it. Cubs beat the A's 10-2. Giants beat the Astros 6-3. Diamondbacks beat the Yankees 4-3. Rangers beat the Reds 1-0. Pirates beat the Rays 4-2. Brewers beat the Royals 3-2. Cardinals bust out the whipping stick 12-5 over the Angels. Twins beat the White Sox 6-1. Blue Jays beat the Nationals 4-2. Padres beat the Guardians 5-2. Padres still unbeaten. Mariners beat the Tigers 3-2. Mets in 11 over the Marlins 6-5. Red Sox over the Orioles 3-0. Phillies over the Rockies 5-1. And that damn team in blue walks off the Braves again 6-5 in Los Angeles.
Okay, so the Braves are still undefeated. I mean,
no, winless. Yes, Braves are still winless. Yes.
Crazy.
The Atlanta Braves are the only winless team in baseball. They are 0-7.
Crazy work.
And the Braves are not slouches.
Which only
Braves
means they're going to get better, brother.
Oh, yeah.
I don't look at what they're doing right now because there's 180 games of baseball to be played. So I'm not looking at how the start of the season is going off.
But I do like the way the Giants are playing. They've won 4 in a row.
And that Rodriguez kid got some stuff.
Yeah. Got the win today for the Giants.
Oh.
Yeah. Got the
stuff.
win. Roop went 4, struck out 8, walked 4, gave up 3 runs. But Rodriguez pitched the 1 inning, got the win. Birdsong came in, got 2 innings, struck out 2.
Yep.
And Camilo Doval gets his 2nd save of the year.
Just stay healthy with Flores. Just stay healthy.
Flores homered his 4th. Matos homered his 1st. And Lamont Wade Jr. got a home run in the 8th to give the Giants some much-needed insurance in the 9th. As again, Giants win 6-3 over the Astros. Get a sweep. Bust out the brooms. And now they will come home and await the Mariners for the weekend series. And then we'll finish the homestand against the Reds. And then they go to the Bronx to play the Yankees.
Ooh, we finishing that one. Well, all right, brother.
All right. So we are going to
take us out.
We are going to go home. Ooh. Well, later on in this month, Bruce Bochy makes his return back to the Bay.
That's going to be interesting.
That'll be interesting. All right, but thank you for hanging out with us, folks. For JP for coming on, blessing us for Mizzle, I'm Dub. Thank you to everybody for chipping in with us as episode 324.4 in the books. And as always, it is 12:05 o'clock, some damn wherein. Yeet. This has been the Mizzle and Dub Show. Good night. Or good morning.
All that good stuff. As the super dope beat maker does what he does. Takes us out every time.
Oh.
Check out that drop. Here it comes. That drop. Again, we appreciate you guys chiming in with us. For all the viewers that were in there, we do appreciate it. We're not done, but yeah, get that merch. Get that merch. It's fire. We love you guys. Shout out to 17KD who got his album out on all platforms. Check that out, and he will be dropping a new album here pretty soon on 420. And he says it's better than the last, so I can't wait.
Yes, indeed.
We love you guys. Good night.